Welcome to Steel Deals. In the 1960s, manufacturers were going head-to-head in a horsepower race to see who could build the biggest row crop tractor. Deere's big gun with its 5020. Alice had the 180 diesel. Oliver was in the hunt with its 1950, and Mini Mo offered the impressive G1000. In 1968, the big gun for international harvester was this 113 horsepower model 1256. Many young boy climbed on these tractors and felt that impressive surge of horsepower. Now, 50 years later, grown adults are reviving the era of big horsepower by snapping up such tractors for restoration. I believe the keen interest in preserving muscle-bound tractors from the 1960s and 70s is going to drive up the price on this particular 1256, which sells today at a sale being conducted by Wieman Auction. I'm going to go out on a limb and predict that this 1256 could bring more than its $10,700 original price. Let's see if the expert at Wieman Auction also are thinking the same thing before the auction starts. We're talking with Kevin Wieman of Wieman Auction about that IH 1256. Muscle tractors surprise the heck out of me these days, the prices are bringing. However, that tractor may not bring as much. I was kind of building it up in my intro. Turns out it's not in such good shape.
You are correct in that one.
It's worn all over.
Yes, it has. It's had quite a life. If we know where it came from and what its job's been, and if that tractor could talk, what a story it could tell.
So that's the kind of thing, if you're looking for a restoration tractor, you're going to get eaten alive by parts.
Yep, I would think if you're looking for restoration, the problem is the 56 series and the internationals are very hot right now, and it's hard to find a pristine one will bring big bucks.
You're looking at that 1256 saying, man, if I get that, if that goes for $5,000, what a deal, but you better factor in repair parts.
Absolutely. You know what we found in these antique tractors, and we sell quite a few of them, this sale was probably our lowest volume in antique tractors we've had in a while, mainly because of the weather and the time of year. But if you buy one that's pretty much redone and ready to go, it's usually a better buy than if you buy a fixer-upper and put all the money into it, unless you want to know exactly what you got.
Yeah, that's true. But, you know, or you're an FFA kid, you're looking for a restoration tractor or something along that line, but that wouldn't necessarily be that 1256. They may want to take something on a little older, or doesn't that make any difference anymore?
What we're seeing what's hot is this era of tractors, the early mechanical fronts, something that you can restore, but yet you can still use on your farm. You know, if you have the old tractors with the mags, you know, unless you're smart in how to run them, they don't have a lot of application that you can use on today's modern equipment.
I have to ask, you know, at one time in the collecting, anything green was hot, but my gosh, the prices Olivers are bringing and IHs on the Muscletron, the Mini Mo G1000, especially the Vistas. What has taken off there? Is it just more collectors, or they're just interested in the muscle-bound tractors, those 60s, 70s machines?
I think what a lot of it was there's not a lot of survivors left. A lot of those have either met their maker, went to the iron gods, or there just wasn't that many production models of them. And everyone has their collection filled except for that one tractor that's hard to come by.
And the mechanical fronts, they're rare enough that they really bring a lot of interest.
Absolutely, and I think if you're looking to park your money into something to invest it in, the early mechanical fronts is what I would be looking at.
The one thing you mentioned before is you're a large auction house out here, great yard. I don't know how many acres of machinery you're going to be selling at the auction, but you have a lot of antique tractors. This is something your dad got going, right, Gary?
Yep, that was kind of his passion. That's what he liked to do. And we usually, you know, in our row, we have anywhere from 50 to 80 antique tractors.
Really?
This sale, I think we're like 26. We're down for what we normally have. But all our other ones, you know, that's been kind of what we've been running.
And talk about the sales. Now, you're selling equipment here all the time. You also have your online sales.
Yeah.
But your main consignment sales, the one that our viewers should consider either watching online or coming out to the sale, because it's a great auction to come to, when are they held?
We have 4 sales a year, and we've been doing them in February or March. Then we do one in June, one in August prior to harvest, and then one at our December sale for year end.
If I was looking at that wreck of a 1256, would I be safe at $3,000?
The iron guides will buy it for that, but I'm guessing
as
that
a parts tractor.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. I'm guessing that tractor will bring between $4,000 and $5,500.
Well, thanks for that information, Kevin. Let's go watch the 1256 sell.
I'm 51, David, I'm 52. Want to buy 'em? I'm waiting for you. 51, I'm 52. Click your button. 52, want to buy? Hey, 52. I'm at 5100, David, I'm 52. Want to buy? Hey, 51, David, I'm 52. Want to buy? Hey, 51, David, I'm 52. Want to buy? Are we done? 5200, 5200, and I have sold tractor. $5,100, 5100 to number 99. It's going to the great state of Minnesota.
Now, the interest in the International 1256 was keen, but this was a real rough tractor. How does the $5,100 given today compare to recent sales of similar tractors? I searched the internet and found 12 such tractors have sold at auction in the last 6 months for between $4,100 up to $14,500. The average price of this lot of tractors was $9,200. Remember, this tractor sold new in 1968 for $10,000. Now, there's little doubt that such fresh off the farm collectible tractors are being highly sought after. If you're in the hunt for a muscle tractor from the 1960s or 70s, be prepared to bid up to 4 to 5 figures to get them home. And if you're sitting on a muscle tractor like this, now's the time to cash in on its value. You can get more information on collectible tractor values in every issue of the Aegis Iron Almanac magazine. And be sure to catch my used equipment reports in every issue of Successful Farming magazine. Information on both publications can be found at agriculture.com. For more information about Wieman Auction, please be sure to go to the website at wiemanauction.com. I'll see you next week on another Steel Deals Report. Hi, I'm Dave Mowitz. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, hit subscribe right here if you haven't already, and click that little bell right here to be notified when we post a new video. And click here to see more great videos.